love. Welcome to another live chat with me. Your opportunity to have your questions answered, to get your mind settled, to figure out what the next step is going to be, whatever the problem is. This right here is the solution vessel. So what do you want to know? What's on your mind? Oh, Miss Char! Hello, Charlene. Wow, look at this. Love it. Love it. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to not be jaded on dating apps. Hello, lovely man. Hello, darlings. So Miss Charlene actually has her Prince Charming after several years of going, not getting in a relationship, don't care, want to have fun. That's it. That's all. This girl has finally settled down because she found the man, the generous long-term figure that she was looking for. Man, so beautiful to see you. Hello, Jaded. Hi, so good to see you guys. I'm really excited about talking about this topic today, but of course, as usual, interrupt me at any time. Let me know what your question is. Doesn't have to be on the topic. I don't care. I really just bring a topic so I have something to talk about while I'm waiting for you guys to bring up what you want to talk about, because when I do lives like this is your opportunity to have anything answered. Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Doesn't matter. I got the answers. Guys, I found a great man after years of picking frogs. And I got to a place of no fighting, been 5 years now, after 10 years of constant fighting, because let's face it, we bring baggage with us, they bring baggage with them. When baggage collides, guess what you got? Lots of fighting. So I can help you wherever you are in your relationship, whether you're not in one, whether you wish you were in one, whether it's brand new or you've been in it for 20 years. I mean, listen, I was at a book signing one time. I'm going to tell you guys a little story. I did a book signing for a full year. And, because I did it for so long, there was places that I would come back to. Hello, Tia. And so because there was places that I would come back to, there were people that would come back to find me at a book signing, because they'd look at my book tour, they look at my schedule, and they go like, I bought a book and I really want to go tell her something about the book that I got from her when she was there last time. So I sold Fix That Shit to a woman who was in her 50s, who was like, she would just really had it up to here with her husband, who was just constantly yelling at her, always swearing, always frustrated, like just always frustrating. So I sold her Fix That Shit. And she came back and her husband was with her. She came up to me. She goes, I don't know if you remember me, but I bought Fix That Shit from you the last time you were here. And I go, is that your husband? And she goes, yeah. And I go, did it work? And she goes, yeah. So like, it's so awesome. And like, she bought it as like a secret weapon. Like, she just bought it and she stashed it and she read it privately. She didn't tell him she had it, but she just started secretly using the tips inside, which, guys, like, seriously, Jedi mind tricks in my books. I'm not shitting you. Like, I know men inside and out, and I'm saying this quietly because my husband's in the next room, and there's just kind of some things I really don't want him to know. He doesn't read my stuff. He doesn't watch my videos, which is perfect, because he's smart enough to to not put himself in a position where he wants to say, don't say that shit. So I freaking love it. He gives me absolute freedom, which is perfect. You want to be in a relationship with somebody who does not want to control you, but who actually just wants you to be happy. That's the key. Guys, selfish short-term thinkers want you to focus on their happiness and their satisfaction. Men who are generous long-term thinkers, they keep looking at you going, what do you want? What can I do for you? How can I make you happy? And ladies, can I tell you, our biggest mistake is saying no when a man wants to do something for us, even if we need it. Like, that's a huge mistake. But here's how you keep a good man. You say yes to everything he wants to do for you, even if you don't need it. Because men, again, want to make you happy. And so they're always looking for ways. And when they put something on the table that they want to do for you, what they're really saying is, if I can do this for you, I will feel like a good man in your life. And don't we always strive to feel good? Like, that's how our brain functions, is the avoidance of pain and the leaning in of pleasure. So if you let somebody do things for you because they want to, you're actually giving them an opportunity to feel pleasure. So keep that in mind. If you've got a good man in your life and he's asking to do things for you, just say yes. Hello, Ben. Hello, how are you? So, like I said, interrupt me at any time. If you have any questions about anything, just go ahead and ask it. But I'm going to dive into this topic, which is, again, the hot topic of the week. A lot of people coming at me with this one, men and women, which is about how to not feel jaded when you're dating. And no, my dog looks like she's going to throw up. Oh, Lulu, you want to come say hi? Oh, watch this. Hold on. Lulu, come here. Oh, my goodness, guys. Say hello. Say hello to my pumpkin. Oh. You know, when people ask me how old she is, I always say 7 forever, because I don't, you know, I hate, I mean, do I have to say it? I don't ever want her to pass away. She is just the most precious thing. But anyway, she looked like she was going to throw up for a second, but whatever. She's fine. She's fine. Like, is she going to hang out with us? Well, maybe not. Let's just see. Okay, so how do you not get jaded? And this is kind of what is happening. What I see people doing is they're going online and they're talking to people who, you know, ultimately are not sincere. You know, for men, it's women who are online who are serial daters. What's a serial dater? It's somebody who just loves having one first date after another. And they're not thoughtful about their first date. They're selfish about those first dates. So, you know, I keep saying a first date should always be cheap, because there's only one question you want to answer on a first date, if you're being genuine, by the way. And that question is, do I want to see this person again? And it should not cost a lot of money to answer that question. But there are women out there who are users, who want that first date. They want it to be a dinner date because they keep wanting free meals, which is not fair. And there are good men, generous, long-term thinkers who are on dating sites who are chivalrous and they want to show, they want to peacock, right? Like, I'm going to be good for you. Let me show you. Let me put my first step forward, a good step forward, and let me take you somewhere nice. I want to get to know you, but I want you to see also that I'm successful enough to take you to a nice restaurant. I'm generous enough to take you to a nice restaurant. I'm thoughtful enough to take you to a nice restaurant. And they get bamboozled from one woman after another. I've seen this. It annoys me, because you all know that I stand up for men. And I recognize good men for what they are, and I don't like to see them taken. I am completely against this, which is why when I'm coaching women and telling them how to have a first date, I say make it cheap. Even if he says, let me take you out to dinner, I tell them, you say, let's go for a walk and a coffee instead, so that we can just get to know each other, and if we like each other, then we'll go do that nice dinner on another date. But that first date, I really want women to keep it cheap. I want men to keep it cheap, because again, I don't think anybody should spend a lot of money just to find out if they want to see somebody again. That's not fair, not cool, in my opinion. So men are getting jaded because they feel like they're being taken advantage of. They want to be good men, and there are women who are just taking with no intent to give back. And so men are starting to feel jaded. Women are starting to feel jaded because there are so many scammers, there are so many predators. Now, a scammer is somebody who, like those women who are just scamming those first dinner, those serial daters. There are guys who are on dating sites who are looking for women who are going to be sugar mamas. They're looking for women who are going to fall in love and then start paying their bills. and who are just going to fall for the words and for the love letters and for the occasional sign that there's something deeper, like sending flowers. That's a scam, by the way. I worked with a lady who had some like scammer, Nigeria, whatever, send her flowers. Like, they will do that. They know how to hook women in. And if you take their love letters and you copy and paste and you put it onto Google, you will find out that they are sending these love letters to all these different women, and it's just one big scam. So women are getting annoyed at that. They're also getting annoyed and jaded over the guys who are just looking to hook up. And listen, they're not reading your bio. They don't care if you're looking for a relationship or not. What they want to know is, do you have a low enough self-esteem? Do you have a low enough threshold? Do you not know what you want? Are you going to fall for words rather than actions? And are you going to believe that they're in it for the long term, that they're super great, and you're going to have sex with them, and then you're going to find out that he actually wasn't in this for a relationship, and he got bored of the sexual encounters, or he got bored of you asking for more, or he got bored of you wanting more attention, he got bored of you looking for an exchange that was more than just booty call exchanges, and he moved on. And so time after time, women are kind of going, I'm hitting brick walls. All it is guys. All it is posers. All it is guys who want to hook up. And men are going, all it is women who just want my money, who just want me to pay for dinner, who just want me to do favors for them, who actually don't want relationships. And so what do you do when you find yourself in this situation and you are feeling jaded and you're feeling upset and you're just going, oh, just fuck it? What do? How do you deal with that? So I have here my little cheat sheet of 4 tips that can turn this around. And if you want a relationship, if you haven't completely thrown in the towel and said, you know what, I'm just going to be single for the rest of my life, if you're looking for a way around this emotion, these 4 tips are going to help you out. So take notes. So the first one is, you need to understand that mindset actually creates your future. So there's this thing going on. It's called the universe. It is listening to the words coming out of your mouth. It's listening to the thoughts that are happening in your head. It is paying attention to what you are projecting. And so if you're saying there's nobody, then the universe goes, there's nobody. Because the universe is always, whether you like it or not, the universe is always working in conjunction with you. It is always putting in your path what you think and what you feel is. I keep saying, what you think is, it can be no other way, right? If you've ever told yourself, oh, I feel crappy, you feel crappy until you start saying, I feel better. And then you feel better until you start saying, I feel good, right? So really notice that there is cause and effect between what you say and what you think and what is happening in your life. You are a magician, and I keep saying, whether you like it or not, pay attention to this fact and start making it work for you instead of against you, because you are literally working against yourself if your language and your thoughts are disastrous. If you are only projecting the idea, the notion that there isn't anybody decent on dating apps, the moment you start projecting that there is somebody there and you start using a mantra, right? Because listen, we're always using a mantra. So if you're saying there's nobody there, guess what? That's your mantra. That's what you're creating. That's what you're putting in your path. If you say, I am, right? Because again, the universe doesn't... So, Diane, before I let you on live with me, I want to know what you want to talk about. So if you're saying there is nobody, that's your mantra, that's what's happening. If you're saying, I am with the love of my life, I am with somebody amazing who loves me unconditionally, who is perfect for me, who does not cause conflict in my life, who is amazing, then again, the universe doesn't know time, right? Albert Einstein, all time is now, science, I love it. The universe doesn't understand time, and let me tell you, I understand that myself, because the more I meditate, the more time just gets really warped and weird, and I keep saying like I'm losing the concept of time, but that's because I'm putting my brain in an alpha state more often than not, and the alpha state is here and now, and here and now is timeless because you are always in here and now. So pay attention to what your mantra is and change that mantra into what it is you actually want for yourself. What do you want? Do you want somebody who is loving and devoted and generous? I am with someone loving and devoted and generous. So make the universe work for you. It will hold your hand and it will give you what you tell it you are with. It will put that in your path because we are walking cell phones. We are antennas. So send the right signal. Okay, guys? Now, the next one is recreate your profile. Recreate it. If you are only attracting douches and users, then switch up your profile. Ladies, are you too sexual in that initial profile picture? Is it too curvy? Is it too boobage? Is it telegraphing sex? Guys, like, I'm sorry, but let's get real here. There are two types of males out there. There, my little doggy. Hold on a second. She's trying to get up on the bed. Give me one sec. Lulu. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to admit it. She is getting old. I have to help her up on stuff. Okay. Two types of guys out there. Selfish short-term thinkers. Those are the ones that are just looking for sex. And generous long-term thinkers. Those are the ones who are looking for a relationship. Now, when they're flipping through on dating apps, the guys who are just looking for sex are looking for women telegraphing sex. The guys who are looking for relationships are looking for a woman who is telegraphing something that they connect with. So I say to women when they're creating their dating profile, your first picture should be you doing something that you want to do with the person you want to be with, because the man, the generous long-term thinker who's looking for a long-term partner, is looking for someone he can live with. So if he's looking at profile pictures and he sees you doing an activity that he wants to do with his future partner because he's tired of doing it alone, guess what? Click, respond, and he will read your bio. So what is going to be in your bio? Positive, positive, positive. Do not telegraph what's gone wrong in your life. Don't telegraph how frustrated you are with guys, because if you are putting things in your bio that are like, you cannot be like this and you must be like that, they're going to say she's too much, she's too high maintenance, she's too damaged. On to the next one. So make sure your bio only speaks to what it is you want to do with your partner and who you are. And put at the end, if this interests you, send me a message. Invite them to contact you. So keep this in mind. You can recreate your bio every single day. It is not set in stone, but make it attractive to the kind of person that you actually want to spend your life with, not the kind of person who just wants to jump in your pants. Men, what should that bio picture look like? Make it you smiling. Because here's the thing. You know these little muscles here on the side of your eyes that crinkle up when you smile? They send a signal to your brain that tells you that you were having a nice experience, and your brain in response releases dopamine, which is the reward chemical. But guess what? We don't have to smile in order to get dopamine released in our brain. If we see somebody else smile, then our brain releases dopamine, which means if you're smiling in your picture and a woman is scrolling through, she's going to go, boop. There's a little punch of dopamine in her brain. She's going to go, oh, he makes me feel good. And don't we want to be around people who make us feel good? So have a picture of you smiling, casual, relaxed, and yet confident. Because the number one most attractive quality to people, back and forth, either or, is confidence. So men, do show yourself looking confident, because let me tell you, I liked my husband until I watched him walk in front of me. And when I saw the graceful confident swagger in his step, game over. I fell in love in that moment because I knew he was nice. I knew he was intelligent. I didn't know he was so confident. And when I realized he was so confident, whoosh, like instant turn on. And it was like, from that moment on, it's like I couldn't get enough of him. A man says, I hope I can catch us later. Oven bell just went off. It's going to be in my story, love. And I forgot to tape last week's, but I'm definitely going to remember to tape this one, and I'm going to put it on replay. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. So guys, go to my YouTube channel because you can catch most of my lives there too, because I do tape and save them and then post them on my YouTube channel. So tip number 3, release the outcome, right? Because here's how we frustrate ourselves. We create expectations. I'm going to reply to this person. I'm going to wait. And if they don't reply back within a certain period of time, I'm going to get pissed off. But here's the thing. We don't even have to be in the same room as each other to read each other's vibes, to pick up on each other's frequencies. How do I know this? How do you know this? If you think about a friend and then a minute later you get a text message from them, you go, oh my God, I was just thinking about you. That is exactly what I'm talking about. We are telegraphing to each other over the airwaves all the time. So if you're getting upset going on dating apps, you are projecting that to anybody else who is picking up on your vibe. So if they're flipping through photos and you look pretty or you look confident and attractive, doesn't matter. They're going to go, that did not feel good. Continue on. So make sure your vibe is on point by releasing the outcome. Listen, you don't get through school on day 1, right? If you had that expectation that I'm going to go to school and on day 1 I'm going to learn everything, I'm going to take the test, I'm going to pass everything, that is unrealistic, right? You go to school, you put in some work. You show up the next day, you put in some work. And so you keep releasing the outcome until you are at the end. And it's the same thing with dating apps, same thing with relationships. You put in some effort, you release the outcome. Put in some effort, release the outcome. And this way you are not pissing yourself off because you're not creating unrealistic expectations. When you send somebody a message, you don't know what's going on in their life, which means that you don't know why they're not replying right away. And frankly, when I work with people who go on dating apps and they send out a message and they go, okay, I sent out 4 messages, none of them reply back. I go, here's your secondary message that you're going to send back to them. I have a client right now who is successful, who has had his first kiss this past weekend. Why? Because he sent that second message. And do you know what she said back? Oh my God, I didn't realize I didn't press send on this message that I wrote back to you. So again, do the effort, release the outcome, let the universe work with you. Now, number 4, stop generalizing. Stop saying everybody. Just because you've had some bad experiences, there are billions of people on this planet. Just because some of them are douchebags, some of them are users, some of them are not there for the right reasons, it doesn't mean everybody is in the same boat. Stop saying everybody. Again, that's a signal you are sending to the universe. That is the wrong signal, and that signal is blocking your path because what you say is. So if everybody's an asshole, if everybody's a douchebag, then everybody you meet and talk to will be. So don't generalize. Yes, some people are wrong. Some people are jerks, but not all of them. Hello, Real Talk. Come watch the replay or ask me your question. So, are you single? Do you need help? Do you need to understand how to vet twice? Once for mindset, selfish short-term thinker versus generous long-term thinker. And the second time for compatibility. Because listen, my advice is do not fall for somebody who's not in the same state of mind as you are. Yes, you can find people that you're compatible with who are in selfish short-term thinking mode. But guess what? You're going to frustrate yourself. You're going to be mad when they don't want a relationship like you do. So eliminate the ones who are not in the same mindset, who are not on the same path as you are, who are not generous long-term thinkers because they want a relationship and they're looking for somebody to lean in and be of service to and show that love is a verb. No matter how compatible you are, they need to go by the wayside because you will piss yourself off. Know what it is that you want by your side, right? I love that. Know who it is that you want by your side. Be able to clearly define who they are so that if you do meet a selfish short-term thinker and you're like, sorry, but I'm not going to make space for you because I'm waiting for a generous long-term thinker, and they go, well, what is that? What does that look like? If you can clearly define what that is, that selfish short-term thinker, that guy, may man up, may become a generous long-term thinker to be the man by your side, but clarity is key. Guys, I teach you that in this book, No More Assholes. This is the guide to no longer letting selfish short-term thinkers into your life and to only creating space for a generous long-term thinker, which is what you want and what you deserve and what will last and what will work. Now, of course, we go through an insecurity phase once we fall for somebody, which is why I wrote After the First Kiss, because I want you to make it work. I want you to get through those initial tough spots, which we all go through, but hey, we do bring baggage into our relationship, which is why I also wrote Fix That Shit. That is a book that helps you not only clear the baggage, heal the baggage. It heals your baggage. It heals their baggage. This is the book for having a blissful, beautiful, cohesive, wonderful, loving, devoted relationship. Everything you want. Guys, you know I'm here for you. Always, always, always. Send me your questions. Send me your love. I soak it up. Let me know what's happening in your life. Let me know what your story is. I love, love your feedback. Hey, Adam, come and watch the replay. It's going to be in my story for 24 hours. And go to my YouTube channel, Chantal Heide, Canada's Dating Coach, because I do tape these and put them up on my YouTube channel. Guys, I love you. I'm going to go make my husband lunch now. I'll talk to you soon.